I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. They know it where it snows, I skied in and they froze. I don't know.
Okay, so I wanted to make a video like this for a very long time, but because of the camera problems that I mentioned in my last upload, wasn't able to record one for a long time. So this issue is kind of in the past, but it's pretty recent too, and we're still going to be dealing with it as far as we're concerned. But that is the absolute cancer on the internet known as Jack Doherty. Yeah, sure, you might have heard of him. Jack Doherty. He's a little fucking scrawny, twiggy, little fucking broccoli headed bastard. That reminds me of the fucking kids in school that thought they were so fucking funny when in reality their mommy and daddy just didn't give them enough love and attention as a child, so they're out there clout chasing, just begging for attention, begging for praise, because they just have to get it. They just have to get that approval to be happy. They just have to have people know their fucking name. They just have to, whether it be good or bad attention. For them, any attention is good attention, and it's stupid. Jack Doherty is a little fucking scamp who gets away with things that nobody should fucking get away with. And why does he get away with so much of the shit that he gets away with? Well, simple solution. He has a bunch of big fucking massive goddamn bodyguards that he hires to follow him around for his videos as he goes out in public and taunts and harasses people, and then he runs around like a little fucking goblin and hides behind his big ass bodyguards, and the bodyguard's like, "What? What are you doing? What?" Jack Doherty is a little fucking parasite. He is a tumor on the internet. He's a tumor on everybody's existence. And out of all the things he's done, I think the craziest and probably the worst thing that he's done is the most recent thing that he's done. He was, and let me tell you the real story here because Jack Doherty has talked about this, but he seems to leave out the most important part of the story. So, Jack Doherty was in his McLaren, his ugly ass fucking McLaren. Ugh, dude, that shit look. Oh my god, that shit looked better after it crashed. It shit looked better after it was a fucking pile of rubble. But yeah, he was in his ugly ass McLaren, driving down the road over the speed limit, down a freeway. It was raining and everything, and he was behind the wheel. His friend Michael, I think his name was Michael. His friend was in the passenger seat recording Jack because they were streaming, obviously, on Kick, the asshole of the internet. I've even considered venturing onto Kick myself so I can try to set a new standard for the creators on there. Try to get everybody to stop being fucking terrible people. But yeah, Jack and his cameraman Michael were sitting in the front seat. Jack and passenger seat Michael. They were driving over the speed limit. I'm pretty sure. Might have not been, but I'm pretty sure it was over the speed limit. They were driving down the freeway in the rain. It was all foggy and rainy, all that. And Jack, while he was behind the wheel, was staring at his phone, scrolling through his phone, looking at chat, just looking at everything besides what he should have been focusing on, which was, you guessed it, the fucking road. Yeah. And one thing led to another, and they crashed violently. Like, if you look at the video and you look at the pictures, like the entire like front of the car is just decimated because they rammed into one of those like barriers that are on either sides of like roads. They like spun out and like fucking and rammed into one of those metal barriers, and the entire front half of the car was just crumpled inward, and it looked like it just vanished. It was a terrible crash. And if you watch the video, if you watch like the VOD of like the when the crash happened, uh dude, like Jack's cameraman got injured pretty badly. He got some pretty bad head trauma, and he was bleeding from his fucking head really bad. But Jack, he got out of there, no injuries at all, without a scratch. And when they crashed, both of the windows were closed and everything, and the car started filling up with smoke. And Jack was like, "Break the windows! Break the windows now! Break the windows!" And then some people that like some nice pedestrians came to help him, and they broke out his windows. And there's a really pathetic clip from this situation where Jack has the camera and he's holding it and it's turned around on himself when he's in the smoke filled car, and his arm is holding the camera pointed towards himself and his arm's out the window, and the person that's literally trying to get him out of the car and save his life and pull him out of there, Jack sticks his hand up holding the camera and says, "No, take the camera, take the camera." His life and his cameraman's life are literally in jeopardy, and his main concern when all is said and done is get that content, keep on recording. He hands the camera to the person, take the camera, and then you see Jack, like a pathetic little weasel, get dragged out of the McLaren, like, ah! Like, it looked like whenever a rhino gives birth. Like, that's what it looked like, seeing Jack being dragged out of that fucking McLaren's window. And his cameraman, you can tell, his cameraman was not happy about this. His cameraman was pissed. And Jack was just making a big joke out of the situation, as if they hadn't just been this close to death. And his cameraman got gravely injured. Head trauma, bleeding of the head. And Jack got away without any injuries, and he was making light of the situation as if the cameraman wasn't literally, like, this close. Like, if one different thing happened, he might have died. And so would have Jack, and Jack would have too, probably. But because he's just so trapped in this fantasy world where he's the invincible main character who matters more than everybody else, he is unable to see a reality in which he is not invincible. He thinks he is the center of everything. He thinks he's the center of the universe, and he thinks that he cannot be hurt, he cannot be killed. But at the end of the day, when all is said and done, reality is Jack is an annoying little prick. Everybody hates him. His entire life is built upon a foundation of shitty content. He started out making prank videos when he was 13. And let's face it, on the internet now, prank videos are literally just recorded documents of harassment and assault. It's not even pranks, it's just assault videos. It's not prank content, it's harassment and assault content most of the time. And that's the sad part about it. Because I remember back, like, 10 years ago, a little bit more, on YouTube, prank videos, a lot of the times, were actually just harmless, innocent pranks. But for the last, like 10 years ago onward, it has transformed and gotten worse and worse, to the point where prank videos now are literally just like pretending to kill somebody, like running at somebody with a knife on the street, prank video, pointing a gun at somebody's face, prank video, punching a pregnant woman in the stomach, prank video. Like, it's doing cocaine on a subway, prank video. Like, it's literally just not even pranks. It's just genuine crimes being committed 90% of the time. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. Or whatever the fuck. Like, it's some of the most brain dead, just inconsiderate, immoral shit that I've ever seen in my entire life. And I don't understand how these people actually have fans, and I'm willing to bet that they don't even have genuine supporters. They just have people that watch them so they can see them fail and see them fuck up and see the awful stuff that they do. Jack Doherty, probably like a week before he crashed his McLaren, his ugly ass McLaren that looked like a Hot Wheels car but worse, he was like playing golf with his girlfriend, who definitely just isn't with him for the money. Because who the fuck would actually be interested in that little bastard? But dude, he was driving a golf cart and his girlfriend was in the passenger seat. And he said to his cameraman, the person recording the stream, he said to him as he passed by the cameraman, "Chat, type 1 if I should crash." And I don't know if it was intentional. I'm not saying that it was, but it kind of feels like it was. Jack drives probably about 15, 20 feet, and then he goes to make a very, very sharp turn, like that, and the cart flips over. The girlfriend is on this side, Jack is on this side, the car flips over, and it almost crushes Jack's girlfriend. It almost crushes her. She very well could have gotten gravely injured or even killed if it had happened right. And literally, this happened, and Jack literally brushed it off like it was like you know, like people's lives weren't just in danger. He brushed it off like it was nothing. Because, like I said earlier in this video, he thinks he's invincible, and he thinks he's the main character, and he thinks that nothing bad can happen to him. And he thinks that his life is untouchable. He thinks he's untouchable. And here's what I have to say to that. Jack Doherty, you live in Florida, correct? I believe you live in Florida. I live a state away from you. If I ever see you on the street and you try any of this shit on me, I will not hesitate to just absolutely pummel you into the fucking dirt, because we know who's gonna win that fight. Unless you have your big brolic fucking bodyguards to hide behind and you're just there by yourself, we all know who's winning this battle 10 times out of 10. It's me. You wouldn't stand a chance, you little broccoli-headed fuck. You attention-seeking little starved, clout-chasing little goblin. You're nothing to me. You're nothing compared to me. You're an ant beneath my boot. You're just another pea in my bowl, you little prick. You know that? Yeah. But anyway, Jack Doherty, I hope to God that I never fucking run into him, because I don't want to deal with just that type of person. Because I dealt with that type of person every single day when I was still in school. When I was still in school, you would see that type, those little broccoli, I like calling them broccoli heads. There's usually like two main hairstyles that these types of people like rock. It's either the broccoli cut or the ice cream cut, and y'all know what I'm talking about. It's stupid. They both look like shit. I used to see these people in school all the fucking time, and they were the most annoying pricks ever. Just starved for attention. They literally will go up to people minding their own business, and they will just straight up harass them, fuck with them, pick on them, make fun of them. Like, they will literally do anything at somebody else's expense just to get that little bit of love, that little bit of praise from their boys. And if you ever notice this, I noticed this being around them when I was back when I was in school. They always kind of like run together in like a pack, like a wolf pack or some shit. They always like, there's always like a group of them that kind of follow each other around. And when they're together, they always go out preying upon people just minding their own business and picking on them and fucking with them and all this and that. But have you ever noticed when they're alone, when they're not with a bunch of their friends or people that they know, when they're alone, they mind their own fucking business. You know why? Because they know that they don't got their fucking boys to back them up. And they don't have their boys to go, and they fucking laugh until they piss all over themselves watching them. The ability to gain attention and praise and laughter isn't there, so therefore they don't mess with other people, because they're not going to really get anything out of it. But in reality, I guess mommy and daddy just didn't love them enough, so they have to get the love else. They have to find that praise and approval somewhere else. So, that's just what I got to say about that. You live a sad existence. And I hope to God that all of you guys learned your fucking lesson. I hope you get humbled. And I mean this for Jack Doherty too. I can't wait until he picks on the wrong person and gets his fucking ass beat. Like, I can't wait until Jack Doherty picks on the wrong person and just gets pounded into the fucking dirt like a Goomba. Like, on some real shit. Like, I'm not even saying that for the levity of the video. I'm not even capping. I am so fucking for real. I can't wait to see Jack Doherty get humbled. Which, knowing him and all the people like him, it's probably just gonna fuel him even more. And he's probably gonna be sitting there sniffling and crying with snot running down his nose, like, didn't even hurt, bro. Didn't even hurt, bro. Oh, say it to my face. Come do something about it. Like, that's just what his type does. Trust me, I know his type. And it's stupid. But yeah, happy to come back to make another video. It's a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be like an 8-minute video, but no, it went on for a lot more. And I'm glad about that. I bet y'all thought y'all was gonna have to wait weeks or months to get another video from me. Nah, the next day, motherfucker, the next day I'm hitting y'all, because I'm trying to make up for lost time. And also, I'm happy to get back into the groove of things after so long, and it's enjoyable to kind of rant like I've been ranting and actually have, kind of have somebody listen. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, or even if you didn't enjoy this video, check out the rest of my videos on my channel. I'm sure you'll find something there that you like. Because it's a variety channel, I'll make a video about whatever the fuck I want to make a video about. If you like my personality, because at the end of the day, that's all I'm really trying to push out here, is just who I am and my take on these situations and my thoughts and my opinions about them. So, if you enjoyed this video, check out my channel. If you like me, if you like my personality, hit that subscribe button if you wanna, and drop a comment below. If you watched all the way to the end, type broccoli. If you watched all the way to the end of this video, if you watched all the way until this point, type broccoli in the comments below. Hit the like button. Let's see if we can give this video somewhere. And I love and appreciate every last person that's watching right now, and all the people that aren't, because you'll find me eventually. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But, like, yeah, love and appreciate all you guys, and I can't wait to see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.